The 2003 draft class is probably one of the most legendary classes of all time. But one of the biggest what-ifs from that draft is, what if the Pistons decided to draft Carmelo Anthony instead of Darko Miličić at number 2? So we're going to go ahead and see what happens if that's the case. Pistons have the second overall pick, and we will take Carmelo Anthony. Here we go. So the Nuggets end up with Wade. The Raptors chose Kaman over Bosch, who ends up on the Heat. The Clippers have Marquise Daniels, Travis Outlaw. Okay, so West on the Wizards, Zaza Pachulia is on the Warriors. And so let's go ahead and see how Carmelo's rookie season ends up on the Pistons. By the way, in Melo's rookie season, they still have Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and on top of that, they have Melo now. So it's possible they can win multiple championships while Melo is still on his rookie contract. Look how happy he looks. He's like, yay, I'm on a team that can win a chip. So in season number 1, Shaq takes home the MVP, putting up 33 and 15, insane numbers. LeBron takes home Rookie of the Year. I know he did in real life, but I was kind of rooting for Melo this time around. Gary Payton on the Bucks is your 6th man of the year, and Tim Duncan is Defensive Player of the Year. Melo is all rookie first team, so it looks good. It's looking good. And of course, the Pistons are the 1st seed overall against the 8th seeded Miami Heat, and we're just going to simulate the first round because there's no way we lose this, right? Yeah, we absolutely smoked them, and we're already taking on LeBron in the 2nd round of the Eastern Conference playoff. If anyone cares, by the way, in the last game against Miami, Carmelo had 29 points in 30 minutes. That is insane. We take game 1 against LeBron. What did Melo do? 14 points, not bad. Not the greatest efficiency, though. And on the other end, LeBron had 17, 7, and 5. All right, we're up 3-1 against them. I don't see us losing this, but we're going to jump in the Simcast. It's a 2-point game with 1:15 on the clock. Let's see if we can put away LeBron in this. All right, looks like we're getting inbound pass. LeBron bringing it up already with Melo on him. This is exactly what I came here to see. LeBron bullying his way down, but not able to get it done here. Melo bringing it up on the other end. Nice to see both teams already trusting their rookies to this extent. Chauncey down to Melo. Oh my goodness, that seemed very wide open. LeBron with a defensive lapse there. And now he has to make up for it on the other end of the court. Can he score? Here we go. Trying to bully his way down, and it works this time around. Once again, a 2-point game. Again, there's less than 1 minute left on the clock, 40 seconds or so. And Chauncey hoping to be able to pass down to Melo. Here we go. The battle of the rookies. Shoots, and no luck there. They have a chance now to tie the game. The Pistons do not want to see overtime here. Darius Miles. Oh, nice defense there by Wallace, but unable to defend his own man in the process. The Cavaliers have tied the game. Ben Wallace inbounding here. Are they going to give it to Melo or Chauncey? It seems like those are their go-to guys. Looks like Melo is getting it in the clutch here. If he can score here, he wins the game for his team and the series. LeBron with a block. That's crazy. Insane defensive play by LeBron James as the game goes into overtime. And in overtime, LeBron is up 2 points, but the Pistons still have a chance. Let's see what happens here. Cavs have the lead and the ball. They need some really, really good defense here. LeBron passing down to Ilgauskas, able to get around Ben Wallace. Come on now, Ben. You can't be allowing this to happen. It's now a 4-point lead. Chauncey pulls up with it. No luck there. Boozer with a nice rebound. Davis, here we go. Passing to Blake. To Ilgauskas. To LeBron. LeBron passing back to Blake. They're trying to run out the clock a little bit. I don't know why. Ilgauskas has the ball at this point. Blake shoots it with Chauncey all up in his grill. No luck there. Chauncey on the other end now. They need to get some quick points. Here we go to Melo. Here's the screen and wide open 3. No luck there. Able to get the defensive hand up there. Doesn't seem like either team can get the lid off the ball, but the time is running out, so Melo goes for the foul. But they still have some fouls to give, so what, are they just going to do it again? That's what I thought. Nope. What the heck? What? Why did you not foul? What? What a defensive lapse. This is just pure shenanigans. This is tomfoolery. They've just lost the game over some nonsense. That was a very winnable game that they ended up losing. Melo had 18 points. Chauncey was leading scorer with 25. And on the other end, LeBron had 32 and 10 with 5 steals and 3 blocks. That's insane. We're still up 3-2. I'm not that concerned, but I would rather we finish it off this game. So once again, we are going to simcast to see who plays the New Jersey Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals. And it's us. Okay, I accidentally hit simulate round instead of simcast, but whatever. We beat them. That's all we need to know. Rip Hamilton was our leading scorer. Melo with 23, 6, 3, and 4 steals. Okay, you love to see it. And on the other end, LeBron had 28. We take game one. Things are looking good. Melo was 16 on the other end. Bro, we're about to sweep them. We are about to sweep them. Simulate the game. Let's see what happens. Yep, we completely sweep our way to the finals. How about that? And we are taking on the Clippers. Who do the Clippers even have at this point? We take game one. Andre Miller, Lamar Odom, Quentin Richardson. They have a decent team, but I don't think this team should be in the finals at all. Billups with 31. Melo with 24. Everyone on the Pistons seems to be stepping up. We're up 3-2 on them. You know what? This is a little bit closer than I thought, so maybe they do deserve to be here. And we completely blow them out. 102 to 123 with the Pistons winning it all and Chauncey taking home the finals MVP. How about that? Melo, by the way, in the final game to put the nail in the coffin had 38 points. That is insane. What an amazing rookie season for Carmelo Anthony, already winning his first ever NBA championship. And of course, with that victory, the league and future drafts will change drastically. Dwight Howard is going to the Knicks this time around. In our second season, Gilbert Arenas takes home the MVP. The Warriors must be doing really good. Dwight on the Knicks takes home Rookie of the Year. Gerald Wallace is sixth man. And AK-47 is Defensive Player of the Year. Melo in his second season is already All-NBA second team, so hopefully he wins an MVP sometime soon. And we're somehow the second seed behind Chicago. I wonder who they have. But we're taking on LeBron once again, and it seems like their team is really tanked a little bit, so I think we can just simulate the first round. Yeah, we almost swept them. And look, it's the Nets. We beat them last time around, so yeah, I'm just going to simulate once again. How about that? We've borderline swept. I know LeBron took one, but we borderline swept our way to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bulls take game one. Now I'm actually curious who they have. Sean Marion, Jalen Rose, Jamal Crawford, Tyson Chandler. Melo had 44 and we still lost. We're up 3-2 on these guys. Let's hop in the Simcast. And we're up by so much, there's no need to even hop in. We've already made the finals back-to-back years in our career. Melo put up a 30-piece in the final game. This is looking really good for his legacy overall. And we are taking on No Chill Gil in the NBA Finals. The Warriors take game one. Gilbert Arenas had 33, 7, and 13. Not to mention, they had multiple people with 25-plus point games. That's actually crazy. Melo, on the other hand, 3 of 12 shooting, 10 points. He's got to step it up if they want to win this. We're down 3-0. How are we getting blown out by the Warriors like this? This is crazy. Even though Melo put up 33 this time around, doesn't look like we've been doing too much. Okay, we still made it to the game. Wow, we got completely swept. That is crazy. Gilbert Arenas takes home the finals MVP, but at least Melo has won so far. In the next season, it seems like Melo has decided to take his talents elsewhere. Where is he gone? Carmelo Anthony signed a 1-year deal with the Spurs. They have Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Carmelo Anthony, Ron Artest, and Manu Ginobili. This team is so insanely stacked. So I guess Melo wasn't the only person to leave. LeBron takes home MVP on the Bucks. Chris Paul is your Rookie of the Year on the Timberwolves. Gerald Wallace once again Sixth Man of the Year, and Ben Wallace is your Defensive Player of the Year. The Spurs are still somehow worse than Golden State, but I think we can simulate round one. How did we lose to the Suns? What? Stephon Marbury, Amari Stoudemire. Do they even have Steve Nash anymore? It doesn't even seem like they have Steve Nash. But they lost to this stacked roster. There's no way we should have lost this. Melo only had 13 points, 4 of 10 shooting. And LeBron made it to the finals just to lose to Gilbert Arenas and the Warriors. How about that? He experiences our pain. At least the next season, it seems like Melo has re-signed and they're going to run it back. I honestly think this team should definitely win at least 2 or 3 championships. Dwyane Wade, who is the only one of the 3 that stayed on the team that drafted him, wins his first MVP, putting up 31, 7, and 9. That's actually insane numbers. Rudy Gay is your Rookie of the Year on the Magic. LaMarcus Aldridge is Sixth Man of the Year on the Pacers. And LeBron takes home Depoy. We are the best team in the West. Finally, we have ascended. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Melo has... What is going on here? How did we lose the first round? This makes no sense. Rashard Lewis absolutely mollywopped us with Boris Diaw, and on the other end, Melo had 34. I can't even blame him, actually. All right. Finally, LeBron ends up winning one this season. He's officially matched Melo's legacy, and it's kind of scary because I was hoping Melo would outdo LeBron. And in the next season, LeBron takes home another MVP. Where is Melo? KD's Rookie of the Year on the New Orleans Hornets, and Mike Miller is your Sixth Man of the Year. LeBron takes home a Defensive Player of the Year, too. This man's about to go crazy. And we are once again the second seed against the Phoenix Suns. We lost them already, but come on, dude. We can beat them. Come on. We swept them. Finally, we put them in their place. So Kobe is always a concern. If Kobe's still on the Lakers, he's obviously going to be a threat. So let's see. Yep, that's what I thought. He takes game 1. Melo only has 17 points, but it seems like everyone chipped in a little bit, you know? Kobe and Shaq, they're still on the same team. That's crazy. And they have the GOAT, JaVale McGee. Shaq and JaVale McGee on the same team. I never thought I'd see that happen. Okay, we're up 3-2 on Kobe. Things are looking good. It's a 3-point game with less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what happens. You know, Kobe excels in these moments. The Lakers have the ball. They have a chance now to tie the game. They need to give it to Kobe Bryant. Here we go. Is he going to hit that clutch 3? Mamba mentality for the win. Here we go. Shoots it over 2 defenders and it goes in. All right. They're still down 1, but all they need to do is foul. And there's the foul on Tim Duncan. Timmy needs to hit both of these. Nails the first one. There we go. And here comes the second one. All the pressure is on him right now. 20 points and 19 rebounds is an insane stat line. Here we go. Tinsley. Give it to Kobe. What are you doing, Tinsley? To Wallace. Okay, shoots it, and no luck there. That's pretty much game as Tony Parker gets fouled. And we managed to squeak by. Kobe had 30, but it was not enough for us. What the hell did Melo do? Okay, it seems like everyone on this team is able to participate equally, but I want to see Melo put up like a 40-piece. And we are once again taking on the Warriors. There's a chance that we can take on LeBron in the finals if we beat them. So let's see what happens. They take game 1. They are absolutely going off. Gilbert Arenas, Antoine Jamison, Jason Richardson, these guys are just crazy. And on the other end, we do have a big 3 of our own, and we're down 3-1 to these guys. Not looking good. It's a 3-point game with 2 minutes left on the clock. Our legacy is on the line. We need to beat them right here and now. Dampier inbounding. Passing to Marcin Gortat. Here comes a screen from Tim Duncan. Down to Timmy. Post work, fade away, and oh, that was a little bit difficult because his man was like right up in his grill. But here we go, Jamison. Tarinas shoots, and no luck there. Oh, okay. Didn't seem like anyone on the Spurs wanted the rebound, but it was only Spurs players surrounded. Where's Melo? Dampier back to Duncan, down to Gortat. Here we go. Scores! That's what you want to see. Seems like the Spurs right now are leaning toward their big men and using their post advantage here. And Arenas on the other end is now going to bring it up, using that superior speed of his, gets the screen, shoots, and bang, nails it. Tim Duncan was unable to stay in front of his man. Tony Parker and Gilbert Arenas are going at it this game. Here we go, Gortat once again. I don't know why he's their primary ball handler right now, but Duncan, once again, trying to get around his man. Can he do it? The post work. Oh, no, he gets stripped by Gilbert Arenas. I don't know what this lineup is, but like Tim Duncan's on Arenas. Gortat is bringing the ball up, so it seems like they're playing extremely big. They need something to work out for them. Here we go. Puts it up and scores. 3-point game. Good shot there by Tim Duncan. Only 14 points today. Pop is a mad genius. He's playing extra big. Oh, shoots wide open but could not score. How are you playing that big and they out-rebound you? Arenas able to reset here with 17 seconds on the clock. Gortat is doing a good job staying around his man, but he gets his ankles broken there and gives Arenas the easy layup. Gortat once again inbounding. I still don't see Melo. He probably fouled out, but this is not looking good. Duncan. Here we go. Oh, and it gets stolen. Yeah, that's pretty much game. I'm genuinely curious what happened here because Gilbert Arenas goes off. Tony Parker goes off. Melo with 27. He did not even foul out. He only had 5 fouls. But we still lost, and LeBron lost too. So let's see what ends up happening here. Oh, okay, yep. It wasn't even close. Gilbert Arenas has been on a legendary run. In the next season, LeBron takes home another MVP. Melo needs to step it up because Derrick Rose on the Thunder is taking home Rookie of the Year. Ron Artest is the 6th Man of the Year, and LeBron once again. But we are the first seed. That's right. We've overtaken No Chill Gil, and we barely overtake Kobe too. All right, so looks like we're going to take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks, and we take game 1. Things are looking good. Melo with 19 points here. Dirk on the other end with 35, and they still have Steve Nash. Yeah, we almost sweep them, but once again, we take on our rivals in the Golden State Warriors. And now LeBron, it seems like, has tasted the humiliating defeat of being destroyed in the first round. We were very close, actually, but it looks like the Warriors were able to do it again. Maybe one more season and we can get around it, but the Warriors win once again. And the next season, LeBron takes home another MVP. This guy's going crazy. Steph is Rookie of the Year on the Wizards. Tyrese Thomas is 6th Man, and LeBron once again Defensive Player of the Year. In terms of individual awards, this man's a monster. But we once again are the first seed, so we can simulate the first round. Although I think the Nuggets might have Dwyane Wade, but it doesn't matter. And we take them out too. And what happened to No Chill Gil? I just realized that he didn't even make it past the first round. So that means Minnesota could actually be a bigger threat than I thought. But we take game one. Carmelo with 39, 11, and this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see from Melo. KG with 22 and 17. Ironically, I think Tim Duncan is going to do a good job of holding him. But yeah, we're up 3-0. I think we could just simulate this. Yep, we sweep. And we are taking on what should be Dwight Howard and the New York Knicks. And we beat them. We actually beat them. That is crazy. Tony Parker takes home finals MVP. You know, I thought Melo would do that eventually, but no. What does it look like in the last game? Melo put up 25, and on the other end, they have Mike Conley, Dwight Howard, and I think it's Juwan Howard, maybe. They also have Brandon Roy. This is actually kind of a dangerous team, but not more dangerous than us, apparently. Melo now has 2 rings. And the next season, we finally get a break from LeBron as KD takes home MVP. John Wall is your Rookie of the Year on the Nets. Tyrese Thomas, once again, is 6th Man of the Year. And LeBron can't get away from a man, 27, 7, and 8 to take home Defensive Player of the Year. How are we the 5th seed? We have mostly the same roster, and Dallas takes game 1. So they have Dirk, J.R. Smith, Gary Neal, and DeAndre Jordan to go with old man Steve Nash. We're up 3-2 on them. Let's hop in the Simcast because this is our chance to make it to the second round. Looks like we're absolutely sweeping them 92 to 131, and I'm hoping Melo went crazy. 31 points, the leading scorer here, and Dirk only had 19. And now we take on the 8th-seeded Los Angeles Clippers who beat... I did not expect this. I feel like this is happening a lot in our simulation, but I think we can definitely beat the Clippers. Okay, we're up 3-2. This is our chance. We can do this again. Yes, we make it to the Western Conference Finals against the 6th seed. The way this entire postseason has been lined up has just been perfect for us, and we have a chance to take on LeBron in the finals. I would love to see that. We take game 1 against Memphis. Tim Duncan, everyone came to play, not even Tim Duncan. Look at this. Melo with 28 and 13 with 7 assists. We are about to sweep. We are about to sweep. We're simulating the round. What? How did they come back 3 more games? How? How are you going to let them win 3 in a row? Okay, fine. We're hopping in the Simcast, and let's see, because hopefully we can win this game 7 and make it to the finals. Bro, we were up 3-0. How are you going to let this happen? LeBron failed too. This is crazy. So now the Celtics-Grizzlies final, and the Celtics end up winning it with Paul Pierce taking home the finals MVP. I wonder if he did the pooping his pants and leaving in the wheelchair thing in this finals too. LeBron in the next season once again takes home MVP. Kawhi on the Nets is Rookie of the Year. The Nets are going to be scary. Tyrese Thompson once again, and oh my God, LeBron. This man's insane. The Spurs did not even make the finals this time around. How does this happen, bro? It's such a stacked team. And the Hornets end up winning it all with KD taking home finals MVP. This is actually very sad. What does this man eat? Because in the next season, he wins another MVP. AD is your Rookie of the Year. Rajon Rondo is 6th Man of the Year. How good is their point guard if Rajon Rondo is 6th Man of the Year? And once again, and we accomplished nothing as a team once again, so we might as well skip and see the Knicks sweep with Brandon Roy winning finals MVP. Dwight Howard probably gets one. I'm assuming he's still on the team. In the next season, Carmelo only has 1 year left on his deal, so I can hope that he leaves next season. But Tim Duncan is 37 now, so we should be expecting retirement at any point. So let's see what happens this season. Wade ends up winning another MVP on the Magic this time around, and Giannis is the Rookie of the Year on the Pistons. Well, Devin Harris is 6th Man of the Year on the Nuggets as well. And once again, I cannot escape this man. I cannot escape this man. And we are the 3rd seed. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. So let's go ahead and simulate the first round. There's no way. How are we this incompetent as a team? Melo put up 36, and KD's on the Pelicans now for some reason, and matches with 31 and 15. So let's see who ends up winning it. You know what? I'm hating on LeBron. As long as it's not LeBron, I'm happy right now. Russell Westbrook takes home finals MVP on the Utah Jazz. Interesting. I was hoping that in the next season, Melo would sign with another team, but no. He's re-signed here with the Spurs on a 4-year deal, and Tim Duncan is 38 and still holding on a 2-year contract. So I wouldn't be surprised if he retires either end of this year or next year. So let's see what we can do as a team this time around. This man is turning into my Dinkelberg. Like every time, LeBron. That's going to be it every time. Jokic takes home Rookie of the Year on the Grizzlies. Interesting. DeMar DeRozan is 6th Man of the Year, and LeBron once again, he's going to beat Dinkelberg. It's going to be every time. We've done nothing. We've accomplished nothing. The Lakers against the Celtics, and the Lakers sweep with Kobe Bryant still going at it, winning finals MVP, putting up 33, 6, and 6. Not bad at all. There's no point in showing you guys these seasons where Carmelo Anthony just isn't accomplishing anything, right? So I'm going to simulate, a handful of seasons. If he does anything really cool before the end of his career, I'll show you guys. If not, we will see you guys at the end of his career. So Melo finally retires at 39 years old, and the Spurs literally accomplished nothing in that time. They did not make even the playoffs. So I'm genuinely curious, how did Melo's career end? He's a 2-time champion, a 17-time All-Star, an 8-time second-team All-NBA, a 4-time third-team All-NBA, and a 1-time first-team All-Rookie. He did not make the first-team All-NBA even once in his career, which is actually kind of crazy. Carmelo Anthony is 3rd all-time in points, 4th all-time in field goals made, 6th all-time in three-pointers made, and 8th all-time and free throws made. I think he still had a legendary career in terms of scoring, and he has a couple rings under his belt. Wish he was able to win a finals MVP, but I still think this is an all-time career. Let me know in the comments, how do you think Carmelo's career would have ended up if he got drafted by the Detroit Pistons? And of course, don't forget to comment any other scenarios you'd like to see or simulations you'd like to see, and I will see you guys in the next simulation.